because we have so much to unpack tonight. I'm telling you, people have so much to say about how we look, right? And it's a damn shame. It doesn't matter if they're big or small. Somebody always has something to say. And even I can admit that I've been guilty of that sometimes, but in my grown womanhood, I am trying to do better. We must all really take a step back, take a long look in the mirror, and begin to honestly embrace what we see completely. If there is something in that mirror that you don't like, you have the superpower to change it. The Damn Shame podcast platform prides itself on building confidence and embracing self love. So tonight, our special guest, Jada La Pearl, is helping the VIPs, because we are in the VIP lounge, explore body positivity on a whole new sexy level. So let's talk about it. Let's get right into it. Jada, how did you get started in all of this fabulousness, and how did you get the confidence to start your journey?
I always love telling this story because I am very big about paying it forward, and I'll explain why. So, I think 2014, I was on this beginning journey of finding myself that made sense as far as being aligned law of attraction and manifestations and such. And I realized that I was beautiful, but did I feel sexy? Did I feel sensual to myself? I was in a relationship at the time, and I knew they admired me, but did I admire me? So I started looking around and got across, I think, Facebook and YouTube at the time before Instagram was like really like a thing. And came across this lady who I love to this day. She's based off of Chicago. Her name is Rashida Convict Miller, actually, now she's married. And she has this short film that's called God is a Sex Thing. And it was the first time he's seeing somebody that looked like me, that was voluptuous and beautiful and elegant and flexible and all these wonderful things. And I was just like, I want to learn how to do that type of stuff for myself, And so I started watching a lot of her stuff on YouTube, and then I subscribed to like her virtual short master classes and such. And I was like, dang, I really want to see her in person one day. Fast forward 3 years later, got to, because she came to Atlanta. So that was my manifestation working.
Nice.
And to give thanks for how she's impacted the way I wanted to dance and move for my body, and opening up some things about me from an emotional aspect that I didn't know I was harboring. When you're dealing with womb work, where you're dealing with chakras, when you're dealing with finding a grounding space so that you can build to your sensuality as well as your confidence. So when that took place, I just kind of skyrocketed from there. And then, of course, pole added into that element later on that year of 2000. After I left the relationship that apparently was no good anyway. So it was a lot of changes that happened in 2017, from meeting her, the breakup, to coming into my own, being single, learning how to love me again after that relationship was like 5 years long. So getting into it with me at that point. And then pole just kind of began from seeing, again, another curvy woman. And I was like, I think I got to lose weight. I got to do this. I have to do this before I can start going to just one size.
Right.
Another situation where a short video of Royale. She's another curvy instructor based in Atlanta. And she clearly said, no, you do not have to lose weight to, of course, start pole. And of course, make you feel sexy. You can start wherever you are right now. You can build strength over time. And I was like, bet, I'm going to go ahead and go. And from there is when my love for pole became intertwined with my love for just self.
Nice.
So whether it's over the floor, whether it's me, of course, wearing something sexy, get the shoes, do the hair, do the makeup, and click on this performance, even if it's just for me being able to pay it forward to other people through me teaching, through me performing, through me just giving insight, through me just making a post about have your ass out, have the cheeks, have the legs.
Yes, yes. That's what.
That you understand that the embodiment that you need to have for yourself starts within you. It has nothing to do with an outside source.
And that brings me to this question. Is that more of what the pro body positivity is all about?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I've been 190 pounds.
Yeah.
I've been 200 and something pounds. My confidence never went away regardless of the size. Confidence is not size exclusive. You
yes.
It's very much something that if you do it, it's going to embody in you. It's going to flourish in you. So it's so interesting to me when I started teaching and I would have women who were smaller than me. Like, I'm so confident. I wish I had your confidence in my mind at the time. I'm like, how? I would imagine you already have it. But then I had to learn, like, people, we go through trauma. We go through love loss. We go through even the worst of people who say, oh, well, you're too skinny or you're too thick or whatever the case being. And thus, they feel like they're not enough when in actuality, all I see is greatness. So it now is having to figure out how you can be able to see it.
I love what you said. Confidence is not size exclusive. That is so profound. It is, especially when we're talking about body positivity. Like, this whole level of confidence is just amazing. Do you see what you want? So yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that. I'm sorry, y'all. You don't see it on. Okay. I have feedback. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Producer lady, can you tap in? What do we got going on YouTube and Facebook?
I hear everything looks good on YouTube, so I'm not sure what that's about, but I'm confirming again on Facebook. I was just on, so.
Okay. No, this is on IG. All right, I'm gonna keep going and not lose my train of thought. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a moment, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. So let me be transparent. Go ahead, producer lady.
I was gonna say that show. Let's see some moves, but go ahead. You go ahead and do how.
Yeah. So before we get into the moves, let me just ask you this: for those who they feel like they don't have the body strength or the flexibility to get through it, what would you say to them? Because just starting out, I mean, certainly I'm an amateur.
Right. I say, come see me.
And you do offer virtual classes, that's correct?
I do. I am a person that is very, very personable, so I very much have, of course, in person. However, if virtual is the option for you, yes, I can very much, of course, make that happen. But to really dive into your question, your interest, your should be enough to make you just say, you know what, I'm gonna just try. And sometimes you have to lead with the nervous, the fear, the uncertainty, to let your feet to go and take that class. Because otherwise, if you're gonna always just sit like, okay, I just want to be ready, you're never gonna get there. So it's one of those things where you have to kind of do your research. Definitely, of course, check out, the best areas, check out the teachers, make sure, of course, they are people that understand how to work with your body, because that is very important. And two, so that you know what it is that you're expected, what it is that you're having to expect, location, price. Is she somebody that is very familiar with working with something? Also, if you are a person who's very nervous, feel like you don't have no rhythm, because I hear that all the time. Have no rhythm. You don't feel like you can be sexy. I guarantee you, by the first class, yeah, you might feel a little uncertain with where. By class number 3, 4, and 5, clothes gonna get less and less and less. It always happens.
Okay.
So, have that little bit of fear or uncertainty, still lead with it, because I guarantee you, after you, of course, go to at least that first class with someone such as myself, and it don't even have to be nobody that is plus size, but I know some women, they would prefer to go to someone that looks like them. So that's but if not, going to someone that makes you feel comfortable, that makes you feel like, I feel like I can build a dance home here, or build some type of over time. It's just that you feel at stuff that makes it feel like it's something you can be on from first class to class number 10.
Yeah. All right. So look, without further delay, let's just get into what we came here tonight. Let's see some moves. I'm trying to learn some things so I can do some things by this weekend. I'm telling you.
Okay. Yes.
And y'all, while Jada is getting set up, let me just talk about, being changing your mindset, and being comfortable with who you are really has you open enough, whether it doesn't matter what size, whether you're male or female. It's just getting in your mind that you are beautiful. You are, those positive affirmations that they talk about daily. That shit matters. That's important. And we have to keep telling ourselves, no matter if we got an extra roll of back fat, or maybe we don't have the 6-pack and we just got 4, like, we're gonna eventually get there. But we got to stay true to ourselves and know that no matter what, love yourself first. Like, that's the whole vibe. So we lost her on IG, but she's gonna come back as she sets up. Y'all, I'm telling you, that is the whole vibe. We really, really, really have to tap in to who we are. Get familiar with yourself. Touch yourself. Shit, stand in the mirror, in the shower, do all the things that you need to do to feel comfortable about your sexual self. So, Jada, can you come back on IG as well? Y'all are in for a treat. When I saw this diva do what she does on IG, I was like, listen, I have got to have Jada on Damn Shame podcast. It's just essential. It's a must. And she is setting up in her studio for us. Y'all, it's a whole vibe. I'm telling y'all. Y'all just, y'all, the girl, the way that she moved, I was like, oh shit, it gave me the confidence watching her move. Like, damn, I could do that too. Eventually I can build up to the level that she's on, but we all have to start from somewhere and be patient and show ourselves grace. That is what's important. So, y'all, I just cannot wait. I cannot wait for y'all to see IG. She's coming back. She's just getting set up in our virtual studio. If y'all a little impatient, you can find us on Damn Shame Podcast on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So if y'all angles ain't right on IG, come on over to YouTube, Damn Shame Podcast. Do me a favor, hit that follow button. Hey, Nightlife, can you tell us who we have over in IG? I'm telling you.
It's so many. They came out tonight. Okay. Get fit, get you fit. Jackie Shan 1200, Simply T, Sugar Hill Manny, 86 inches of booty.
Ooh.
Crystal Fab, DC Fashion Foundation, Conserving with an Edge, Sir Leezy, Hair Utopia, Dwindle It, Mrs. 1218, Sawyer to Romeo. The list goes on
Hey,
and on and
welcome
on.
to the VIP Lounge. Order your cocktails and your mocktails. It's going to be a whole vibe. Do y'all see this shit here? Turn up the music, Jada. Turn up the music. We need some vibes.
Dwindle said yes, she needs a class.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all, let me tell y'all, that's that shit. Right there, that's that shit, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all give her some hearts, some likes, some love, everything. That is it. Jada, I'm telling you, girl, you do that thing so sensual, so sexy. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? And y'all, let me tell you, a bitch about to remodel some shit in here and get me a pole, all right? Here's a question that I have for you. Is the pole weight restricted? Like, do they have different thicknesses, different diameters?
Yes, they do have different restrictions. It does depend on the make of your pole as well as the company it comes from. For mine, it goes up to 400 pounds.
Oh, bitch, I'm getting one tomorrow. Amazon fucking Prime, come on.
Whereas some, they may be a little bit smaller depending on, your weight capacity and such and the brand and everything. But for me, because I do have clients who are my size or bigger, I always want to make sure I accommodate them as well as myself. So, yes, it very much is something that you don't have. But make sure you do not get them old cheap old poles from like Spencer's and stuff. Don't do that.
Okay.
I'm not telling you got to sit here and buy the most expensive pole, but make sure you invest in something that is very sturdy, and definitely that is compatible to your ceiling work in your home. So,
yes, and some good ass studs in your ceiling and all the things. I mean, it was so sexy and sensual, and you make it look so easy, but it's a serious workout thing, right?
It is. even when you zone out and you're not in your head, because it's very common to be in your head with dancing, but even when you zone out, it's one of those things where if you have to remember, focus, if you are really in tune with your body,
Yes.
you don't really think about it that much until you're done. It's like, but
Yeah.
it is definitely a workout because even if you don't necessarily have a lot of strength, you have the ability to learn how to control your body motions.
Yes.
Be very fluid. Slow burn is a real thing.
Okay.
So that's having to control how elongated your legs and your arms can be, how to be able to extend your legs without shaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And really, of course, engage your body as well as core. Core is key for sure.
Yes. So, yeah. And I just love the way that, like you said, the fluidness of the movements. You ain't even really got to be doing a whole lot. Like the girl is like doing some shit right now that'll make a motherfucker be. And then you did something like this, and so it ain't too much. It is just sensual, nice, luring them in with the whole vibe. I absolutely love it. And while you didn't go up the pole, let's be very clear, y'all. Check her out on IG. She gets up that goddamn pole, okay? And then in order to do that, you have to have some upper body strength, right?
Over time.
Okay.
It's not something you have to have immediately. If it's something that you want to aim for, because keep in mind, everybody doesn't have to climb up the pole in order to be a poler. You can be low flow. You can be fast, tricky, or you can be sensual and in the middle. For me, low flow, I'm sensual, slow. Only time I'm fast is when I twerk. That's it. That's the only time. Other than that, if I want to do something aerial or spin, I will from time to time. But this is what we're going to do tonight. Yes, if you want to see the rest, I do have, of course, my other footage, and I do have a showcase coming up next Saturday, actually.
Nice.
If everyone is in the McDonough area at Empower Me Fitness, that, of course, is going to take place. So if you want to see some more stuff in action, here you go.
Absolutely. I am here for all of that. I think I'm a low flower. I'm a low flower. And what were the other things you said? Low flow.
Low flow, you have your aerial tricky, like people who just tricks after tricks. You do have that.
In the air, on the pole.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
And then you have someone like me who's pretty much in the middle. Like I will do a little bit of aerial when I do low flow, face from the middle. But most of mine is sensual based, not so much strength. But I can teach you strength because I'm certified. So if you wanted to actually be more strength based, that's not a problem. That's just, of course, my lane that I choose to use. But yes.
I absolutely love it. Ladies, I hope that you all have gotten a sense of I can do this shit too. And, she just kind of just walked around the damn pole. She didn't even go up the pole, and I was turned on. Like, shit, that's a whole vibe. I absolutely love it. Y'all get in those comments. If you have questions for Jada La Pearl, please drop them now. So what about someone who doesn't really they're not a good dancer? Like for men, when you see them in the clubs and stuff and they can really dance, you're like, oh yeah, you can fuck. Like you got it going on. But some women, some people can't really, they ain't got, their two-step ain't doing what it was supposed to do. So what would you do for those people?
For them, I actually would start them with my stretch class. Because I make anything sensual. As far as like exercises, I'll make it sensual. And the reason being is because if I just do everything like strategically all the time, it feels more like a chore than it is fun. And don't get me wrong, this is stuff you have to like do like with cross training and such. You got to do strategically. But if I'm going to be teaching it in any way or doing it, it's going to be some type of sexy. So what I would do, because I would, for me personally, begin with like my stretch class, and how I do it is pretty much beginner yoga. It is literally just based off of opening up, practicing opening up hips, busting it open, really engaging your body, because believe it or not, more women are actually more stagnant within their bodies than they realize. So I ask somebody that is stiff with their body for whatever reason, whatever is happening, to go, okay, cool, now I'm going to do a dance. No, I got to warm up to it. We got to do a little bit of breathing routine. Get you to exhale in a way that makes some sounds that comes out that makes your body relax. So if I 1, 2, 3, inhale, and then exhale, give me a
shit. And that's how y'all see these workout videos. That's the part y'all don't hear in the workout videos that I'm doing. I'm like, shit, another rep. But yes, I get it. It's the breathing.
In order for you to really just kind of like relax, a lot of will go with you, but it figure how to feel in their body. So it's having a break. Then when it goes into the stretch, start from head. So whether it, of course, is just simply shoulder rolling, as far as rolling the shoulders back, and bring forward. When I have you, of course, roll your head around the opposite way, outline your body up with that head roll. So that way it's a feeling over time.
Yes. So look, we got some comments or questions on Instagram. Come on, Nightlife.
Okay, so your enrollment is getting ready to pick up, because I see, I need a class. I definitely need a class. They said you're so graceful. They truly enjoyed it. They said your man is a blessed man. Okay.
I hope he knows that. Okay.
So sexy.
I see a comment that says, does it work on control breathing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to stretching, you're having to, of course, really focus on breathing, which means you have to be present. So it's definitely one. Comes to pole, because if you don't, we don't have some problems eventually.
Yeah.
So you have to really control your breathing when you're in that type of sort of fast, even a slow burn. Have a push your core. Same thing when it's like doing workouts. Remember to breathe. So yes, it does help with controlling of your breathing.
Now let me ask you a big girl question, okay? How in the hell do you not get your thighs to stick to that damn pole? Like, what are we doing here?
Them to get to stick to the pole, you don't want them to.
You tell me. I would imagine they would be stuck to the damn pole and I can't slide up or down.
That's the thing, though. You actually have to do it both ways, because there is what we call a pole sit, which requires thigh knees to hold. Yes. And then there's on a spin that the pole might be between your thighs, but it's not so much to where it's hugging. Then they have something like a what do we call it? A basic fireman. It's technically a little bit in between your thighs and your knees. However, you're able to still move. Now, if you holding on too tight, you're in a death grip, and that's probably not good unless you're on spin pole. Now, if you're on spin pole, you can hold on because you're holding the poles itself.
Okay. Yeah, child, we need the class. Somebody was like, do we need oils? Do we need Lumi? Do we need powder?
When it comes to pole, it is best for you to come ashy. Straight up.
Wow.
Yeah, because if you have on lotion oils, you're actually at more risk of hurting yourself or not sticking to the pole as opposed to being dry.
That makes sense. One told me when one went to the strip club that one saw one wiping the pole down behind the other one.
So they, well as like you have your called dry hands, which is like a liquid dry hands that usually gymnasts might use. Is that on the pole? Some use a dried powder base, and then you have some who make the spray, depending on their level of expertise when it comes to. But ideally, you want to keep a clean alcohol-based pole, just wipe down, and then your body being that's where something like dry hands would.
Nice. Now, so tonight you didn't have on any heels, but do you recommend high heels, or can we do this without shoes and be just, I see that you can be just as sensual.
You can. However, if it's your first time, it is not, I wouldn't recommend you wear shoes first. Reason being is because if you were taking a class, just a drop class, you're trying to learn how to do the moves. You also want to learn how to walk in these 5-6 inch heels too. That's a lot. So it would be better to come with basically barefoot or your socks, just to start. And over time, if it's something you want to introduce to, by all means, go for it. I definitely would. If you are a person who's wearing, 5-inch, 6-inch platforms, then okay, buy them forward. Now it's just a matter of having to incorporate the dance, both, of course, the aspect of walking in your shoes. Because what you do want to do is make sure you're getting your walk, and then incorporate. Now you have to elongate your legs and be sensual and glide. Look like a whole. They don't know what they're doing. So that's just my little tidbit with it.
Okay. I absolutely love it. We had another question about do your hands get callous?
Yes.
Really?
They will. Like for me, because of me learning how to climb and do those things that requires me to hold on to the pole, it is very much yes. I didn't get callous really until I started getting into climbing. When I started doing that, oh yeah, the calluses start. Right now, they're not as heavy because I've been doing a lot more low flow stuff. But when it gets time to climbing, oh yeah, it's coming back.
Y'all, I hope y'all are enjoying this discussion. So tell me about relationship wise, right? Some are like, if we take your class and we've been practicing, we've taken a couple of classes, we've been practicing and stretching on our own, but how do, what would you recommend that how do we introduce this to our partner? Because we don't want him to be like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what is going on? And we don't want our partners to think that we're corny, so how do we introduce this?
I honestly would first have a conversation. But it's one thing to do is definitely being transparent with yourself, being transparent with your partner. They know this is something you're wanting to do. Now, this is a surprise. That's a little bit, but at least know that it's something that they might be interested in. So that's one. But if it's a surprise, I would definitely, recommend setting up the occasion. However that looks and feels like. So whether you got to set up a private and have a whole little private setup where you book with an instructor, like, hey, I want to do this little couples thing for my partner, my man, my woman, whatever the case, and I want to do it this way, then, having an instructor also reel in with that surprise, Now, if it's something where you want to do it house on your own, I do recommend still taking, of course, a class or two, or even if it's a private where your man is at the house and you're able to, get these learners in.
Yes.
And then setting up that special occasion.
Yes.
But also having that conversation of interest to know if it's something that they will definitely. Most of the time they look. Most of the time. But talk with them. Have that open communication to see what's up first.
Do you think men would be welcome into it, or would they be intimidated by this new sensual self that you have?
I would have to say it could go both ways. And it's because you have who love the fact that they are embodying that in a really wonderful way. Then you have something like a little intimate. So that's just being like for real, because that's just like, I don't like how she's being so extra sexy and this and that and the third, and she's dancing for all these other people when they're not really doing anything. They're really just doing something for themselves, and it's not involving them in that way.
And that's so key, y'all. We have to do things that suit ourselves, that make us feel good about our damn selves. And if the motherfucker is on board with it, then yes, that's good. But if he's not or she's not, then hey, that might not be the one, because you want someone to welcome the fact that you are being exploring your most sensual self. I mean, that's what you want. That's why we're here in the VIP lounge, to learn how to be sensual and sexy on from all body types. Okay, when it comes to the floor dance and the pole dance. Answer this question: do you feel that you like pole dancing better or floor dancing?
Honestly, it's half and half for me.
Mm.
It's half and half. And I say that because I embody both, because it does for my body, and how I can incorporate that when it comes to other people and how it can embody them. So it's like a half love for me, honestly. This is dance, period. So as long as I get to twerk, I get to hold, I get to be nasty on the floor.
Hey.
I love it. Honestly.
Then I saw in one of your videos you had a band that helped pull your leg up and all of that. Do you recommend beginners use that? It was like this black band and it pulled that leg up behind it. And I said, oh shit, where do I get that from? A stretch band or something, and you pulled that leg back, honey.
Was it the video that you saw earlier today?
Yes.
And that was the phone.
Ow, ow.
Class where we take practice how to take the drawers off. That's what that was.
Oh, she gonna teach us how to take our panties off. Sexy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. But you know what? Men, I know, y'all in the VIP lounge and all of that, but y'all need to learn how to take y'all shit off sexy too. We want to see some things. We want to see some things. Okay.
I saw earlier. That was from one of my classes, but again, I'm actually going to redo with you. So that class, as I teach Friday, on Fridays at 7 o'clock in person, is virtually well for that class. That one is done studio in Laverne, Georgia. So that one pretty much what I can do is times up like, hey, bring people something that you wear on the outside because it's part of your routine. Sometimes I might have different tops, whether it's wearing a button-down shirt, they bring a pillow, we about to add the pillow into the routine, whatever the case.
Hey.
So that's going to be this Friday. So they know, like, hey, what you got to be looking forward to.
I absolutely love it. Y'all tap in to her class. What's the question? Oh,
Big Chuck said when you said we want to see the guys do something, he said he ain't coming with none on.
Oh shit, he ain't coming with none on. See, that's what I'm talking about. He is a man that's comfortable in his skin. I absolutely love it. So, one final question tonight before we get in how we can find you and register for your class. If you could talk to your younger self, what would you tell yourself?
Fuck them, you beautiful already.
Fuck them, you beautiful already.
Because I struggled with the idea if I was pretty and all those different things as a kid. And now, luckily, in my big girl age, I'm able to really realize, like, you've been this for a while. I'm going to need you to start embracing that a little bit more. You're doing a lot. You've been paying dues. You've been doing, of course, the work. You've been doing shadow work in addition to the dance work. You're still doing more, and there's still more to press on. But understand that you are already incredible as you are right now. So that's what I would say. I also would say to other people as well that's feeling unsure of themselves, figure out things. And granted, understand that you are already the shit as you are. And it's okay to embody that you are the shit. You do not need permission.
You damn sure don't need permission. You said it earlier. Confidence is not size exclusive. And I mean, if I had to tell my younger self that's something, it would be that. I think that I exuded confidence, but the confidence, I don't know whether it was, I don't know it. I'm gonna say confidence because I deem myself being smart, not necessarily sexy and sensual and all of that. As I'm growing into my womanhood, I am getting this sensual, sexy confidence. And that's why it was so key to have you on the show tonight, because we needed to let everybody know it doesn't matter what damn size you are. You can be sensual and sexy, but it starts within. So look into that mirror, focus on what you see. You have the superpower to change whatever you want to change. But if you don't want to change anything, embrace it. Touch yourself. Play with yourself. Do all the things. Get all familiar with yourself, and you will love yourself even the more. Okay. So listen, tonight's motivational thought is to refrain from all the negative thoughts and negative vibes, the negative things that the world tries to, labels that they try to give you. Refrain from that. Block it out. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you have peace and brings you joy in your life. We know that life is always lifing, but we overcome our obstacles by changing our mindset first. Jada, is it too much to ask you to get on the poll again as we go out? Just let them see you just walk around that pole one final time. Y'all can catch the replay on YouTube and Facebook. This girl has all the sensual moves. I like that move where you just slide there and the pole is behind you and you just slide the fuck down. Like, I'm going to fall out a couple of times before I get it right. But I'm going to eventually get it right, okay? Come on.
I gotta get this one in here from Hot Girl Chris. She says she loves Jada La Pearl. She said her journey started in a twerk class with her, and she hasn't stopped since.
I'm in love.
Thank you, baby.
I am a new fan myself. Let me tell y'all, when I saw the girl's IG page, I've been in the mirror. I'm about to go through the wall and shit because I ain't got a pole yet. But the girl gonna get a pole. The girl is going to get a pole, and we gonna work this thing out. Come on, take us on out, Jada La Pearl. Hey. While Jada's getting ready, y'all be sure. Yeah, we can see you.
That's one of my other students. Hi, Krista.
We can see y'all. We can see you. Y'all be sure to hit that follow button. Damn Shame Podcast. We bringing this kind of energy, this vibe every other Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all, you won't regret being here. You won't regret taking her class. Let me tell y'all. It's a whole vibe out. I'm telling you, Jada La Pearl has it going on, y'all. She's going to take us out with one last routine. Be sure to tap in the next podcast will be Monday, May 1st, right here on Instagram. We are on all podcast platforms. Y'all, Jada La Pearl, come on, girl, give it to us. Yes. Let me tell you, it's something about them lights. It's hey. Yes. Yes. Get it, girl. The fishnets, y'all. I'm telling you, everything. Look at the slow walk. Hey. Yeah. Yes. Hey. Yes. Yes. Oh, only in the VIP lounge of Damn Shame Podcast, okay? Hey, come on, man, throw them ones. Cash Apple, shit. Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Yes, 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 yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I am talking about, Jada. Thank you so much. VIPs, y'all be sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button. Again, we are live again on Monday, May 1st, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to follow Jada. Be sure to follow her. Tell them your IG, Jada.
My IG, TikTok, and Facebook, all the same. Flow with her love. That is flow. Pearl, Pearl, Lush, Lush.
All right, y'all.
Also, the other name you can find me at as well. And I thank you guys so much. Girl, you got this.
Listen, it's a whole vibe. It is a whole vibe. Thank y'all so much. Flow with Jada La Pearl. It's Flow. Where's the paper? Let's give him again the IG. Y'all make sure y'all follow her for those that are on YouTube and Facebook. YouTube and Facebook. Be sure to follow her at Flow with Pearl Lush. Flow with Pearl Lush. Sign up for her class. Are they virtual? Are any of the classes virtual?
My class is definitely cool. My other classes, I do have them in person. However, if you want a virtual class specifically, you have to book me directly, and I got you.
Yay. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all, thank y'all for watching. It's your girl Kiki. Ow, ow.